I've lived here for 15 years, over 15 years, and the wave started after the western extension of the congestion charge. But recently, it's gotten much, much worse because of the widening of the top end of Hammersmith Grove. A lot more huge trucks and lorries and moving vans, and anyone who's trying to, it seems like anyone who's trying to avoid the Shepherd's Bush roundabout are coming down Hammersmith Grove. And 9 out of 10 times they get stuck at Trustley because they don't realise they can't get there. And then the traffic backs up, and it's constant. It's on a daily basis that we have these huge, huge trucks.
This area here and going under the bridge has become much, much worse. Much worse in the last... Well, we've been in Salgrave Road for a year, and we've already noticed how much worse the traffic is since we've been living there. And we lived in Hammersmith Grove for 34 years, and we never saw the traffic as it is now. But I think a lot of it has to do with that pedestrian crossing, where the council obviously tried to please the people in the office blocks by putting the pedestrian outside the office block, and they've moved it, should have kept it where it was, because now the traffic backs up everywhere.
I mean, the size of the vehicles that come down here is ridiculous. I mean, they're huge, and everything stops because nothing can get past, and then everybody starts tooting their horns, so the sound levels are not great. You know, it's just awful at times. People get bad-tempered. It's the quality of living here.
I have 5 small children, and I find trying to cross these roads that join Hammersmith Grove very dangerous. The other day when I came back with them, there was a lorry that was stuck trying to turn from Hammersmith Grove into Astrop Terrace and couldn't fit, and it was about to scrape the parked cars there, so I had to jump out, tell him to reverse. He was too big, shouldn't have been on Hammersmith Grove at all. But eventually he managed to reverse. But of course in that time all the traffic had built up down the road, and I was trying to manage all the children so that they didn't jump out. And it's pretty terrifying just to walk up Hammersmith Grove with children and keep them in control. Just even for me to get ahead, to cross, to make sure the road is safe, it's frightening. And I don't know why the lorries are coming down here when they can't fit and the road's not big enough. So all in all, if something could be done to help the safety issue, I think that would be a start.
I've lived here now 5 years, and it's getting worse all the time. And every time I stop a lorry, I ask them why, and they say, well, Waze or Google have brought them down here. And that's the lorries that aren't going into Jewsons. But the lorries that are going into Jewsons are creating a lot of damage. And I actually have phoned Jewsons, and I spoke to the manager, and he said he would get back to me, and he would speak to his traffic or their whatever department at Saint-Gobain, but he hasn't come back to me. My car's been damaged 3 times. Twice I know for a fact it was lorries here, because my car was parked just by the entrance to Jewsons there. Sometimes if I can't park on the Grove, I'll park down there.
I mean, some of them have to come here for Jewsons, but I think a lot of them are coming through or cutting through, and it's too skinny and they cause traffic jams. So yeah, it's worse.
Big lorries, trucks, and everything goes on this road, everything, yeah.
There's an enormous amount of traffic that comes out of Hammersmith Grove. There's a lot of traffic that comes out of Trustley Road, a lot of Jewson heavy vehicles. Jewson needs to relocate. There's no point having a commercial enterprise like that in a residential area. The amount of traffic that backs up here is probably being fed by apps, and we need to narrow the road, put up enforcement cameras, signage, and enforce and make sure that people, even if they are guided there by an app, see signs that say this is not suitable for heavy vehicles. It's going to get worse, and at some point we will have to take action. Thank you.